people very often on this show have expressed their real concern that by talking to someone else about their patient's problem, they are overstepping a mark in that they haven't got that patient's consent to talk to someone else about it, and they're worried that they're going to stand themselves into difficulties because of that.
It's a very good question. It comes up all the time, and I always say that when it comes to safeguarding, obviously you know it's the best practice. We'll say you do need to seek consent, which is true, and however you have to make a decision as to whether it's a situation that is either could have implications for the person or not, or for example it could be a life-threatening situation, and that under safeguarding there are those protections that you have that where there are significant concerns and you are genuinely concerned, you can still refer without consent if it's a situation that warrants immediate intervention.
And I think
the person's at risk.
When we've done anything of a similar nature in the past, I mean, the guidance has always been if you're genuinely concerned about the safety of a patient, no conduct committee, tribunal or anything else is going to hold it against you that you, in the best interest of the patient in your mind, approached someone like the GP and said, I'm concerned about this patient.
I mean, I've had a scenario exactly like that where someone did refer without a person's consent, and they were worried that it would have implications on them professionally. No, that's not the case at all, because in that scenario, the welfare of the person superseded the consent in the sense that the person was in significant danger and then. But
what if the concern had turned out to be unfounded, and the patient said, "I didn't give you permission to talk to my GP, and there was no problem. I'm not at risk of anything."
At that moment in time, as a professional, you made a judgment that you were concerned about that person. You had reasonable grounds to be concerned about the person's welfare, and in terms of the safeguarding statutory framework, that is, as a professional, you have a professional duty to do that.
Yes, of course.
You have a professional duty to raise concern if you've got those reasonable belief that the individual is at risk. So you can only go with that decision at that moment in time.